Welcome to the rainy day book tag. I was planning on, taking an early morning hike, but it's kind of raining too much, not gonna do it. So, question number 1. Where do you like to read when it's raining? I love reading in the car when it's raining, like today. It just gives you this very cozy sort of bubble for me, to read my book in peace. So, yeah, I like to read in my car. Question 2. Best book to read on a rainy day. I prefer melancholy books, but I think that if the book is a little bit more upbeat on a rainy day, it just gives me a lot more cheer. I love rainy days, so on top of that, to read something that's a little bit more fun and action-packed, something like Six of Crows, I suppose, or the Bartimaeus trilogy, just something a little bit more upbeat, I suppose. I really enjoy those sort of books. Wow, my eyes look so swollen. I just woke up, so I'm sorry I look like a mess right now. Question 3, book with rain, in the book or on the cover? Specifically a book with rain. By the way, just noticed that while I was thinking about my answer, the rain stopped. The weather here is extremely flippant. Anyway, book with rain, I think I would choose Tuck Everlasting. You know the scene when Winnie is trying to get the Tucks away and escape? That's a very, very loud rainy day. The Tucks escape and they never see each other again. Ugh, so sad. I love Tuck Everlasting. People think it's overhyped, but I think it's a really beautiful book. Question 4. Book that made you cry. There are so many books that made me cry, but I think A Monster Calls by Patronus is by far the most, it made me ugly cry, and I really wasn't expecting it, and I have to give that book a lot of credit for that because it's just so incredibly moving. You would think that such a thin book would not deliver a lot of punch, and yet by the end of 2 to 3 hours, right, I was just snot crying. Least favorite book. Seriously, least favorite book. Okay, let me just change my hands. Least favorite book, I think, would be probably Court and Thrones There Wars by Sarah J. Maas. That woman. Oh gosh. Changed hands again. She's not a very good author or storyteller. She doesn't have the spirit of a storyteller, I think, which is really weird because I read her second book, A Quarter of Mist and Fury, and I thought that her writing was significantly better in that book, which goes to show that she has talent, but she's not willing to put in the legwork to, elevate her stories. She prefers to, resort to a lot of melodrama and, forced miscommunication to villainize people, I suppose. And it's just woman, you have talent, you have in Avatar, right? I thought her writing was horrendous. I was just dying inside just reading her prose. But then I read Akkomath and I thought that her prose was actually really good, not amazing, but it was a lot better, right? So it goes to show that Sarah J. Maas has talent, but she's not willing to put in the effort to really nail it every single time because she prefers more of those dramatic narratives. And yeah, she doesn't have the spirit of a storyteller or an author, and therefore that's why I just don't love her books. So anything Sarah J. Maas is definitely my least favorite book. Question 6. Favorite drink for a rainy day. Jeez, it's sunny now. What the hell? Okay, favorite drink for a rainy day. Tea. I like green tea. Green tea. Yeah, I basically don't drink anything except for green tea. Seriously, there's only 6 questions. Wow, that was fast. Anyway, that was the rainy day book tag, which what the hell? There was this torrent at the start of this video, and now it's just rainy. I swear this tag did not take me any longer than 7 minutes. Jeez. But it's really beautiful. Let me show you. Would you look at how beautiful this place is? I might go hiking then. And look at the beautiful mountainside over there. Look at that rain cloud right there. It's kind of right there.